You want to watch me make some caramel sauce? I'm going to be making this sauce from scratch because I'm going to be making some homemade ice cream from scratch. The homemade ice cream I plan to make is a candied pecan caramel ice cream. Now in this video, I'm only going to be making the caramel sauce. Let me show you how I did it. I had to make it more than once because I burnt it the first go around. Welcome to Our Life Simplified. I'm Laura and Todd is my husband. On this channel, we share our journey of transforming our 5-acre property into a Tuscany-inspired mini homestead and peaceful outdoor oasis. From DIY builds and garden projects, to raising chickens and culinary adventures, including cooking, baking, and grilling, and everything in between. We are creating a space that's both functional and charming, one intentional step at a time. Welcome to our home. Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Our Life Simplified and my name is Laura. On our little homestead here, we're going to be taking it into the kitchen. So as you can see, it's 5 simple ingredients that I'm going to be using. I have the sugar. This is my homemade vanilla extract. I've made a couple of videos on that. I can link them both. One is making vanilla extract 4 ways and the other one is my favorite way, which is what this is. And then heavy whipping cream and some flaky sea salt. All right, I've never made this before. Let's see if I can do this. Let's get started. All right, so I have the 1 cup of sugar, the 6 tablespoons of butter, the 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream, and the vanilla extract. Now the recipe did not call for vanilla extract, but I'm going to go ahead and add it because I've seen a lot of videos where people add it. This might be a total epic fail, but yeah, this is, if it works out, I got it documented. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm turning the heat down even further. It did say medium heat. I'm going to turn it like on a low heat. Maybe that'll make a difference. All right, so here we go. We are going to pour our sugar, 1 cup of sugar, in the pan. So they are saying use a stainless steel pan. Do not use nonstick, ceramic, or cast iron because it alters the caramel. So I'm going to stir this until clumps start to form and then it starts to melt. And I'm going to make sure I keep stirring, even the stuff on the sides. Okay, so it's slowly melting. It's clumping, slowly melting. We're going to continue to stir until it's completely melted. All right, so it's starting to clump and some of the sugar is starting to melt on the underside. You can see where it's starting to melt here. I'm going to try to keep the sugar off the sides because it was hard to wash off the last time. So since we started, we are 3 minutes and 31 seconds in. That can kind of give you a gauge as to how this is melting. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up 500 times. I just wanted you to see the progress and what it looks like in terms of me stirring and how it is melting. So I'm not exactly sure how long this process actually took, but like in live time, but that way you can kind of see how it is melting throughout this process. Okay, we are approximately 6 minutes and 12 seconds in. Now it's going to move pretty quick because what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these pats of butter, and then as soon as the butter is melted, I'm adding the cream. And this is where I'm going to whisk. Whisk vigorously until all the butter is melted. Now we're 6 minutes and 57 seconds in. I am going to go ahead and add the heavy whipping cream and stir vigorously. And then as soon as all that is incorporated, I'm just going to take it off the heat. So I'm going to now take this off the heat. I'm going to add my homemade vanilla extract, and I do have videos on that if you're interested. Just about a teaspoon. I'm going to stir, stir, stir. I can feel some of the stickiness. I should have been stirring. Oh no. All right, we just got to keep moving it. Got to keep moving it. Okay, so this is my second chance at this. Oh my gosh, it's really sticky on this end. So when you're making caramel, you've got to move really, really quick. Do you see how it's clumping up there? Oh geez. I hope I don't have to make it a third time. So with the exception of a few like areas that seem sticky and clumpy at the bottom, you can see some of the stickiness on there. I don't know. I don't think I burned it this time, but once it cools, I'm going to give it a taste test, and then I'll show you how I store it. And by the way, we're about 10 minutes in. Okay, before I pour it in this jar, I want to taste it first, just to see if it tastes okay, because I don't want to have to go through this again. So I cleaned the jar, emptied the bad caramel in there. I'm calling that caramel. Hopefully this is caramel, because that sounds a little fancier. All right, let's give this a taste. So let's take a look. It looks good. Let's give it a taste. I really like that. I wonder if I added too much vanilla, but it actually is really good. I think this caramel will be a great addition to the ice cream. I think it is really good. I am going to keep experimenting and see if I can find and tweak, whether I tweak this one or find a different recipe. It's very good though, don't get me wrong. But it's going to go really great with the candied pecans that I'm going to crush and put into the homemade ice cream for Aaron's birthday. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to store this caramel in this jar and put this lid on it. Let's see if I can do this without making a huge mess. Todd try this and see what he thinks. That is actually really pretty good. But I have a feeling I can make it even better. But as I'm cleaning this off, let me give you some instructions with storage. So you're going to store this in the refrigerator up to 1 month. You can freeze it up to 3 months. And then when you are ready to use it, because it's going to solidify when it gets cold, when you're ready to use it, you could just reheat it on the stovetop or in the microwave until your desired consistency or thickness. Let me know what your favorite caramel recipe is. And there you go. Look at that consistency. Okay, so I gave some to Todd and he said that's good. So he is not going to buy any caramel. So this was a success. I'm just very picky. And yeah, so this was my second time making it. But if I can do it, you can do it. Give it a shot. And it is very inexpensive. The sugar that I have costs 34 cents a cup. That was based on the last time I purchased sugar in bulk. I'll try to do a cost breakdown with everything using 1 cup of sugar. Like I said, that was 34 cents a cup, 6 tablespoons of butter, ½ cup whipping cream, and then I used about a ½ teaspoon to a teaspoon of my homemade vanilla extract. I know in the previous video that I made with the vanilla extract, I did a cost breakdown of what it would cost for 2 ounces, I believe. But I'll try to find that information and pop that on the screen as well so we could do a complete cost breakdown of what it costs to make this jar. I'm estimating a little over a cup of the caramel. The price on the screen is what approximately it costs me to make a little over a cup of this homemade caramel. And it didn't take very long. It took around less than 15 minutes once everything was cut up, like the butter and everything was measured out and ready to go. I will definitely be experimenting with other caramel sauces, but I'll be making this again. This is going to go in my cookbook. If you try this, let me know what you think. And if you have any other recipes you'd like me to try, pop them down in the comments below. All right, so that's a wrap. Until next time. Thank you for watching.